think it's really important to go to training or practice with a purpose, and that's what's coming up. You might be playing singles coming up, you might be skipping a four, so you're training things that are going to be useful for the next competition. I wasn't a big measurer, as in writing down where bowls finished or whether they're effective or not. I think I was aware in myself on what I had to work with. I always used to finish on a certain drill, and honestly, sometimes it would drive me crazy. I always had to finish within 3 bowls within a certain distance of the jack. And by gee, sometimes I was there 40 minutes after I was supposed to finish because I just wouldn't leave until I accomplished that. And I think that it just puts you under pressure. You can be nailing it going away from your bag. Right, this is the last end I'm off home. You spray them a bit, so you've got to go up and you've got to go back again. So it's just getting into that work ethic of finishing on a high, putting yourself under pressure at practice. I used to do a lot of, jack 18 inches off the ditch, with the fear of the ditch behind. I thought that was a really good one for a skip. But also, the one big training thing I used to do, especially, obviously I played a lot of singles, and I used to take 2 bowls of another set and kind of set up a head and really put pressure on yourself. The front toucher, 6 inches behind, and you can change them every end and play to 11. So every time you step up with your first bowl, you're 2 down. So instantly you're under pressure, and it's just about building a head. You weren't allowed to drive, so it was about trying to draw your way out of trouble. And I found that an absolute brilliant drill for me with singles.
Yeah, I wasn't a great recorder of measuring. I spend a lot of my training time without a jack at all. So, and the great Phil Scoggin, I used to watch him play. He never trained with a jack, I kind of like to do the same thing. So I play different lengths, but it was all just about being able to group and be able to feel. And then I would have, as Jo said, have a real purpose down there. So there'd be something in particular I wanted to play. I might practice a certain shot, but I always finished with the 4 jack drill. So that 4 bowls, and you play 4 hand to each bowl, and I never did do it in 8 bowls, but I did do it reasonably regularly in 10 or 11 bowls. And then the one that you failed on, which might have been, say, backhand long, next training session I would put in a bit more time on backhand long. And that was just made yourself stay there to finish. It was put a bit of pressure on yourself, because the sooner I get this done, the sooner I'm finished. But that was my kind of go-to.